Hi, what's up? Well, I'm sure everyone here has heard of Minecraft, and I've never played it with mods. So today, I'm gonna play it with Structure Mod and Cool Biomes Mod. I've taken a peek around in these mods, and they look cool, so I'm pretty hyped. But yeah, let's get some wood and let's get into it. Like every player in their first world, you've gotta get some wood, so I got that and got started on getting tools. After that, I immediately got started on getting some stone so that I could upgrade my tools. I really want to get a quick head start because some of these structures are so cool and I want to get to them as soon as possible. So naturally, I got my crafting table and I was on my way. I almost instantly came across this really cool wagon structure that's part of the mod, and it was so cool, and I went to check it out. I went inside to see if there was any loot, and once I climbed this ladder, I opened the chest and I got night vision potion and a crossbow. I found my next structure, which was a smaller wagon, and I found a Fortune 2 book, so I was definitely planning on using that. And with that, I slept on my very first night and woke up on my brand new world. I came across this weird tower with a bunch of skeletons in it, and I decided to check it out. So I died and ran back to get my stuff, and then, as you can see, I died again. So I decided it was too much of a hassle, and I made the decision that I'd probably need better gear before I actually check out some of these structures. I spotted a ruined portal out in the distance and thought that that was probably the most recognizable way for me to gear up. When nighttime came, I went down to the caves to get stone to make some better tools and to get stuff. I thought maybe I could wait the night out underground. I soon realized that I was way too boring for that and I wanted an adventure, so I made my way to this cool lighthouse on the top of a hill. But I found myself surrounded by spiders and zombies, so I stopped in the middle of a lake so that they couldn't get to me, and cooked up some food while I was at it. I made a quick pit stop at this really cool looking balloon, I guess, in the sky. The loot wasn't great, but it was kind of still a cool thing to check out. And then, finally, I made my way to that cool structure on the hill. But of course I had to get these materials on the way there. I plan on getting some full iron armor later, so I'll definitely make a mining trip happen soon. This windmill was super cool, and so I went up to go look at it. As I approached the windmill, I took a look around the land, and I realized it was a pretty sick spot, and there was a ton of food, so I thought I may as well set up a little base here. I wasted no time setting up a little mine under my house, and I went to go look for resources. I was pretty lucky to find a cave right beneath my house, and so I got pretty much full iron. Once I have full armor, I can pretty confidently go to any structure I want. Hopefully I can defeat some monsters. The villagers kept getting out at night and getting killed by zombies, so I had to keep one in this trap so that I would still have a friend. As I waited for everything to smelt, I organized some chest system with these barrels. Oh, and I made a blast furnace to speed up the process. After getting full armor, I felt much safer. And I thought I'd do something a little cliche, but I put my first wooden pickaxe in an armor frame. After mining, I stepped outside my house and saw this. I can't believe I hadn't seen this before. So I decided, obviously, I was going to go check it out. It looked awesome. Hopefully there's some cool loot. And I made my way into this freaky biome. I do not like this. The wood looks weird and it's all dark and I don't know. It's a cool mod pack, but this is weird. But everything turned out fine because I found my way to the cool statue, and there was just a door just leading up to it with a ladder. And inside were some really, really cool furniture items. I didn't really know that those were part of this mod pack, but I'm not complaining because I can use these in the future in like a house. I'm not gonna lie, this chest was god awful. Like, it's a cool statue, so I expected like cool loot, but this is terrible. But there were a ton of bookshelves, so I took them so I can get an enchantment set up. Well, that was extremely underwhelming, but I left to go look for some more cool stuff. As I was exploring, I saw a beacon light in the sky. So obviously I thought maybe I could get there and there'd be like a beacon with a bunch of iron, so I headed over there. Oh my god, that was horrifying. But it's alright because I did the parkour above the lava to get to the top of this beacon tower, and oh my god, holy jump scare. Dude, again? Chill. Alright, after securing the beacon, and that was literally all that was in there, I left. Okay, I got like a ton of stuff, but now I need stuff to build a house. As I went exploring to get resources, I couldn't help but notice how beautiful these biomes are. Like, I don't know, this is such a great view. And speaking of views, I found the tower that I died in earlier in this video. I thought that just maybe, with my newfound iron armor, I could take it on. And I soon realized two things. One, the loot is garbage. Nobody wants bamboo planks. And two, I was simply no match for this. I don't know. There's too many mobs, there's poison, there's hunger, there's everything. So I headed home, well, for now, but I packed up my stuff and I was on my way to find a new spot. Right outside of the village that I want to build in, there's this beach house from the mod pack, and just wait. In this chest, 3 diamonds and a Fortune 3 book. That's probably one of the best chests of all time. And there were shulker boxes, so I'm really not complaining. This is awesome. Well, my inventory was full, so I kind of had to leave, but now I'm going to build a house. Yo, somebody tell me why this salmon is so big. That's not normal, right? Well, I just need sand for glass, and then I'm done. So, let's go find sand. There was sand right behind me, so I'll just mine that. Alright, here we go for the official house tour. So, this is the exterior. It's really bad. Interior is kind of cool, though, because there's all these cool, like, furniture blocks. So yeah, I really like this chest. This bed is cool, but you can't sleep in it. I can just sit in it. I don't know. So we got this chair and this desk thingy. I don't know. I think this one's cool. Like, they're just decorative, so they don't really serve a purpose. But we got the shulkers for storage, the bed where I can actually sleep. So you got some storage in the ground, and then a whole smelting area over here. So I really like it. But yeah.